kind in this thing, what up? Sweet tooth in this thing, what up? What up, what up, what up? Hooping at the wreck, we finna catch some dubs. On the main court, I can't play with the scrubs. I got my 5 with me, we can't take no L's. My team busting big shots like some shotgun shells. Got some killer post moves, catching alley-oops. Couple pretty young honeys trying to get the scoop. I'm in my zone like 2-3, a legend like 2-3. I cop 2 threes, I mix and miss with them Nikes. I had the hoop dreams way back in the gap. Then my vision got blurred when my ACL snapped. Now it's all about the Benjis, homie, I ain't tripping. Even after surgery, I'm still dunking. Don't be slipping, I get it how I live. A youngin' straight out the H on the marathon. Chasing the milli, keep up the pace. I'm a go-getter, I ball and parlay. Even back in 08, I dominate the paint. I gotta, I swear I gotta do. Yeah, you know what do. And what up? Oh, and what up? What up? They say ball is life, so I'm a ball for life. Cause when you put in hard work, you get the calmest nights. I got some retro J's, but them LeBrons is nice. I got a give and go flow, I just call the price. Look, you got $1 plus a dream you can achieve. You focus on the negative, then you just play naive. I got the lead, I'm shooting threes. I'm finna make it hurt, boy, that's a skunk 20 piece. I'm on the rise, better believe it. You know I'm in my prime like Kobe with Adidas. My flow would be the meanest, my style would be the cleanest. My competition is no competition, my repetition is so efficient. I hold it down for my city and state. I'm with the team, we supreme, nothing less than great. Man, it's funny how ballin' and business go hand in hand. I've been hooping my whole life, I got the master plan, damn. I swear I gotta do. Yeah, you know what do. And what up? Oh, and what up? What up, what up, what up? Whoa. And what up? Whoa. And what up? Whoa. And what up? What up, what up, what up? Whoa. Yeah, we be ballin'. Whoa. Ballin'. Yeah, we ballin', ballin'. Oh, yeah, we ballin'. Yeah, we ballin', you know we ballin'. Yeah, we ballin', ballin', oh, yeah, we ballin'. Yeah, we be ballin', ballin'. Yeah, we ballin', ballin', oh, yeah, we ballin'. Yeah, we ballin', you know we ballin'. Yeah, we ballin', ballin'.
Beautiful, handsome, pretty, fantastic, astonishing, awesome, amazing. Don't you know it? Handsome, pretty, fantastic, astonishing, awesome, amazing. Don't you know it? Handsome, pretty, fantastic, astonishing, awesome, amazing. Baby, handsome, pretty, fantastic, baby, rolling. It's the confidence for me, the ambience for me, the nerve that I have to walk around here looking like a compliment for me. I go by Big Daddy, I go by Fine as Hell, I go by Choosy Lover, the fine dime picker, new groupie getter, the hoochie hugger. Call me sexy, call me your wildest dreams, call me handsome, darling. My features properly conduct themselves. I look like manners, darling. I'm beautiful, my skin tone is rich and pretty. I'm guapo, I look like well done, I look like good job, I look like bravo. This perfection in the flesh, and it's the epitome of God's image. I use my face as an active resume and get jobs vibes with it. I look like ooh wee, I look like fuck it up, I look like you better. I look like somebody chose you beside me and said I like you better. Oh, I'm cute, Jesus, I'm sexy, my God, I'm vibrant. I'm a cross between attractive and elegant. I'm a hybrid, girl, I'm such a stud. A dream come true and what they can't wait to see. I look like when you get your check, you should bring it straight to me. I'm easy on the eyes, I'm a sight that they sit and pray to see. I'm resources, I'm goods and services, they should pay for me. I look like there it is, I look like no you didn't, yes he did. I look enticing, I look superb, look like I bet he is. Appealing is my middle name, and gorgeous is my first, so let me cordially report that I'm adorable. Insert another synonym, I look delightful, scratch that, I'm 10 of them. I smell like warm vanilla, cocoa, butter, shea, and cinnamon. I look dazzling, I look delectable, I look delicate, I'm pulchritudinous, I'm angelic, I look like etiquette. Call me radiant, call me ravishing, call me statuesque, say I'm splendid, call me divine, say I'm a snack at best. I look fantastic, if you a pill popper, I look like Xanaxes, and if you got heartburn, I look like antacid. Baby, I look like sexual healing, I look like a massage. This drive, I got open doors for me, I look like a garage, I look like holy cow, look like G Willikers, yeah, I hold the crown. If you told your girl I didn't, she pump her brakes and say, hold it now. I look like, ooh yeah, right there. I look like hell yeah. I look like I ain't missing no meals. Look like I'm well fed. Look like my shit don't stink. I look righteous. Look like the right answer. Look like a lot of white blood cells. I look like I fight cancer. I look like your doggone father. I fill my cup and let it run over just to look like I walk on water. Baby, I'm beautiful, handsome, pretty, fantastic, astonishing, awesome, amazing, don't you know? Beautiful, handsome, pretty, fantastic, astonishing, awesome, amazing. Baby, I'm beautiful, handsome, pretty, fantastic, astonishing, awesome, amazing, don't you know? Handsome, pretty, fantastic, astonishing, awesome, amazing, don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know it?
I ain't tryna walk in and nothing going on, you know? I gotta make that move. It's one of those things. Hey. Yeah. It's all good. Feeling good, right? Hey, believe me, this ain't coincidental. Halfway house got urban on your mental. I done seen a lot, even grew the crop, but you must be the green, cause you rose to the top. Toupee on a cold day, got me stuck in a rut, feeling sus with the luck. Are you more than enough? I ain't never lied, and if I did want a pub, I would apologize. Okay, I gotta say this, I can't fake this. If you was a song, I dropped that in the playlist and bubble my spaceship, cause you could be the one, got me caught in your mate. I get the bag, who got the juice? I'm in the zone, running a 3-2. I'm kinda gone, tell me who's who. She looking at me long, so you know what I'ma do. Go all day, all night, get gone till we get right. Yeah, you and me, girl, we get along. I gotta know something, shorty.
Welcome to another episode of What You Mean, where we come together to find solutions and build a better understanding of each other and the community. You know, it's crazy. I did not think I was going to be out here doing my second episode. You know what? Let's clap it up for the second episode. Episode 2. The pressure was on me to upload that first one, man. But I'm glad I did. We starting off 2025 the right way. First of all, though, hope you all enjoyed the tunes. The first song that played today was Basketball Jones by Stevo Supremo, a.k.a. Stevo Ade. Don't worry. I will type up all information and it'll be down, in the description at the bottom or in the comment section, wherever. I got y'all. The second song was Good Looking Adjectives by Akeem Ali, a.k.a. Kimi Casanova. Lastly, the official song of the show, You and Me by Brent Irvin. No, not Irvin. Dang, I messed it up. It's Brent Urban. Sorry, it's a little late for me. Man, oh man. 2025. Piggybacking off of my last one, man. When I tell you 2025 ain't playing no games, I mean no games at all. Wow. Listen, now, many of you don't know this, but Richmond, Virginia, and surrounding areas didn't have any water. We were put under a boil watery. Can't speak today. What is going on? We were put under a boil water advisory because Richmond's water treatment plant experienced a power outage and the backup power generator failed, which then led the water plant to flood. Now, I know that sounds crazy, right? Yeah, hey, listen, if you're on the East Coast, we just having a wonderful start to the new year. Now, why this issue received zero media coverage is insane to me. I don't know. Maybe I feel some type of way because it slightly affected me. You know, it affected the people around me. So I'm just like, you know, where that? I'm expecting someone to talk about it. Nobody did. This got completely swept under the rug. I was checking any major or mid-tier news outlet to talk about this issue, and it's almost like it didn't happen. I swear we were a part of an experiment or something. Like, nothing. I was waiting for somebody. CNN, Fox News, Good Morning America, American CBS Mornings, anything. Somebody mention us for a quick second, please. I just knew Gayle King had us. Nope. No one said anything. Not even the freaking governor of the state. Oh, man, that man waited so long to finally say something. And then when he did say something, that man, he just came out and said, listen, keep your head up and we'll push through this together. That's it. Maybe it's my fault. I had high expectations. You know, I'm expecting this man to come out here and deliver one of the greatest speeches ever. You know, I was thinking this was Richmond's I was thinking this was Richmond's Mighty Duck moment. You know, I'm expecting one of them amazing Disney Channel Air Bud type speeches. Like we was ready to go do something amazing. We was going to be great. It ain't happen. It did not happen at all. But yeah, that man basically just said, hey, listen, I don't have water either. All right. We just got to band together and we're just going to push through and hope for the best. That was it. It was just like, okay, so what? And to make it worse, this is the craziest thing. To make it worse, when the issue happened on Monday morning, they waited until the absolute last minute at around 5 o'clock in the evening to say anything, to make an announcement about it. If you were lucky and heard the rumors and took action around like noon, because if you did get online, you heard, you know, some people saying this and some people saying that, but, you know, it wasn't the whole region at that moment yet. But if you took action around noon, you were okay. But if you went to work, got a regular 9 to 5, and you ain't you were struggling because you didn't hear nothing about this until you got off of work. Some city residents, you know, began to notice major issues with water pressure. City officials chose to not issue a boil water advisory at this time because they hoped it'd be okay. They hoped it wouldn't be necessary. They were just like, hey, we can fix this, right? We can fix this and not say nothing, right? Like they really tried to undercover this. They tried to be as sneaky as they could possibly be, but it didn't work out. They failed. So before they made the announcement, right, some people was already using contaminated or infected water. By gosh, what is going on here? Like, seriously, what? And for the other people, like, some people had to get outside and use the snow. Oh, that's another thing. All right, listen, it's funny because at first they tried to blame all of this on the snowstorm. Mind you, the snowstorm literally gave us an inch of snow, if that. Like it was literally like a dusting. It wasn't even like a real storm. But yeah, some people were just like so down and out in a desperate situation. They had to go outside, get some of that snow up, and melt that, so that way they could flush down toilets and stuff. Like when I say that there was zero water going through pipes and stuff, like there was nothing. And I refuse to believe that snowstorm was the issue or reason for all of this happening. And I almost forgot about this. And those donation sites to get water were a mess. Those things were a complete joke. My dad went out there because, like I said, even after this, I still had to go to work. But after this, my dad waited an hour. Right? Bear with me. He waited an hour for 6 liters of water. For the people at home, that's basically 4 bottles of Simply Juice. I don't know what a person can do with 4 bottles of Simply Juice. Like, I mean, you can drink that. Like, that's good drinking water, right? But you can't bathe with that, let alone flush your toilet. Like, the toilets use a lot of water. Like, you can't do anything with that. After he told me that, I said, forget that mess. I drove all the way to Chesterfield and got both my parents some water because they didn't have water. My mom and my dad, they didn't have water. I was lucky. I still had water, but as time went on, because like water was out for like a whole week, and I know when I was at work, I didn't even get an alert. I don't have any mobile alerts. everything else came through my phone. I got text messages, Uber Eats, DoorDash. Like, I got every alert in the world except for about this water. There was no medical. I got Amber alerts. I nothing about this, but rumblings came across that the water pressure was getting low in another county, so I was just like, oh God, it's about to hit me next. But luckily it didn't. And just the last thing before I move on to the next topic, I just got like one last thing to say about this, right? I just find it very odd. Like, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but the timing is very odd that this happens when the new mayor gets into office. Like, his first day on the job, this happens. It's just like, why hasn't this happened before? It was just like almost like just completely random. No one was prepared for this at all. But that's all I'm gonna say about it. Like I said, I was fortunate enough to have my water. I was able to take a shower and do everything that was needed, So I'm not gonna say too much on it. I got some more I want to say on it, but I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna leave it alone. The next topic is actually going to be a clip. I saw it on my Instagram and it just went stupid viral, and I was just like, you know what? Why not try to go ahead and get some of these views? You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and let the listeners listen to this runtime real quick.
Talk then. How about
first of all, I was married.
Let the married woman have a conversation real quick.
But you are projecting.
Projecting what?
You're projecting your experience as everybody else's.
No, I'm projecting good choices.
I hear you, but
good choices.
You're not the majority.
Yes, I am.
You know what's
you're
funny?
not.
Hold on. You know what this
I'm not
reminds
the
me
majority of the men that y'all seek.
This reminds me of a meme. It was a meme of a girl in high school, a girl and a guy in high school.
How you gonna shame me?
Hold on, I'm not shaming you. I'm about to
You're
bring you full
perfect.
circle. I got your back. Watch
Perfect.
this. In the meme, they were in high school. When the nerd came up to the girl in high school, she was like, no, I don't want you. And then once she became a baby mama, he was a CEO executive and all that. And she's like, hey, you remember me? He said, no, I don't want you. I be feeling like, respectfully, y'all is the grown-up versions of the niggas that got hurt in high school while we was out fucking with the drug dealers. Let me tell you something. We were victims then making horrible-ass decisions with grown-ass niggas preying on us. Y'all gotta let that shit go. You didn't get no
Why do
pussy
we
in
gotta
high
let it
school.
go?
You getting pussy now. Get over it,
Absolutely.
nigga.
Because how many times do you hear men bring up,
see how
but what about the girls who had the older guys picking them up in high school?
get the fuck
like
over
it was right. It wasn't right then. It is not right now. And she wasn't the one who was responsible for making it right. He was. He was the older guy.
They can make more
Take
excuses.
some accountability.
They can have as
Whoo, that was a lot. That was a lot. Wow. I'm going to keep it a stack with y'all. I really didn't want to include that into this show, right? But it was going stupid viral on Instagram, and I was like, why not? I gotta try to get some of these views, man. Oh man, yo, she said so much that was so bad all at the same time. Oh man, bro, we just got into 2025 and she just might have the most insane take of the year. Oh man, I don't even fully know where to start, cause like I said, it was so much. Like, do I like? Then she would just like, get over it. Oh. But I got it. All right, if I was there, right, and I heard her say this, I would have just flat out just said it, baby. You're not wanted anymore, right? Take your own advice, let it go, and move on. First off, ask yourself, what value do I bring to this guy? Like, why are you trying to get with this person that you rejected in the first place? What, you just that down and out? You was just scrolling and reminiscing about the good old days when you were that girl, or you thought you was going what you thought this was gonna be easy? He was gonna be an easy target. I could have had that back in the day. You know what? This gonna be easy, bro. Like, check me out. Hey, listen. Oh man. But you know something? Personally, I feel like if anyone that gets with a person they went to high school with is down bad in general. Like, if you're an adult and you out here trying to backtrack and get something that was back then, you down bad, right? I refuse to believe you got out here, saw the world, and said, nah, I like what was at my local high school. I don't want none of the adults at my college. I don't want none of the adults at my job. I don't want none of the adults that I see when I'm out and about. Nah, I need that high school feel. Like, no, that's weird. Like, bro, what? No. Like, come on. It's entirely too many people in the world. And the craziest thing about everything that she said, I know she was like using that meme and everything as an example. That wasn't the issue at hand. But it was when she turned around and said that they were victims. Victims? Victims where? Y'all weren't victims. You were fast, disobedient, and overall terrible girls. Like, what are you talking about? Answer this. Did your parents know you was with an older man? Absolutely not. They kept it a secret from the adults because they knew it was wrong. You made the conscious decision to entertain and be with these older men. Reflect on your decisions and deal with the consequences, like, plain and simple. Like, I just like she was telling all the dudes, get over it. Hey, listen, shawty, you can get over it as well. Like, oh, that's so crazy that she would just say that. Hey, look. Let's be honest. Fellas, we know plenty of girls who were getting picked up by the guys in their 20s back in high school, all right? When we was in school, none of them complained about being victims. You want to know what they did? They bragged about it and thought they were hot. They thought they were on top of the world and that they could do anything. And it's just and just hearing this like come from them now as they're older, it just just begs the question, what changed? Because it wasn't your type. A woman's type doesn't change. Only her circumstances. So what is it? You just that down bad, or you ran out of options for you to try to, you said, let me go hop in the duffel. Let me hop deep in the duffel and go back to that one boy that used to be all googly eyed over me in high school. It's like, man, cut it out, man. Move on. Let it go. Is that like let that go? Like, wow, that was but yeah. That clip though, if you want to go watch the full thing, that clip was from another show called Let's Rant About It on the Anton Daniels channel. The episode of the show is called You're Not My Type. If any of y'all want to go hear the rest of that foolishness. But yeah, that one clip, I saw that on Instagram. I was like, wow, whoa. And the crazy part is other people think like that. Even on the panel, it was 3 other women there that fully agree with what she said. And it's just like, listen, actions have consequences. This is just a part of the game. You chose, because like, it's plenty of girls that get hit on by older dudes and they don't accept it. What was so wrong and strange about you that you said, you know what, this is a good deal. I'm 16, 17 years old. Let me just go ahead and get with this dude that's 22. Let me get with this dude that's 23. Like, younger girls chase older men all day long. They went out there trying to be fast and get with these older dudes, being like, I'm a woman now. Nah, man, stop it. You were not a victim. But to sit there and try to victimize it, like, but I'm moving on because I don't want this to turn into one of those red pill shows. I'm not red pill. Like I said, I'm cool. We're cool. Everyone's cool over here. But yeah, I'm gonna just move on from that. Plus, I don't try to keep the show make it too long. We ain't gonna make this too long. Next topic, we're gonna get into some football news. Yeah. We had a lot of football this past weekend, the wild card round to be exact. Yeah. First, we had the Chargers get embarrassed by the Houston Texans, losing 32-12. The Chargers just being the middle tier team we've known them to be. It's like it's no real game plan over there. Like they just, we're the Chargers. We're here. You know about us. Like if you've watched football long enough, you know about the Chargers. They're just that middle of the road team. They're just there. Justin Herbert threw a ton of passes and a lot of interceptions. Like I said, like it was just watching that was just like, we don't have a game plan. We're just going to tell Justin Herbert to throw the ball a lot, even though we got rid of our whole receiving core, that we're just relying on our rookie Lad McConkey to make every play. Like we can't run the ball because we don't have LaDainian Thompson anymore. Like ever since he left, what's a running back? We're just going to pass. Pass. Gosh, that was terrible. But, I'm happy for the Houston Texans because I personally, early on in the season, when C.J. Stroud was struggling, Tank Dell went down, I was just like, this is not looking good. This is, I didn't have faith in them to make it this far. And they did it, and they won the wild card game. Second game, we had the Baltimore Ravens beat the Steelers 28-14. It's the same rumors and rumblings that you hear all the time. Mike Tomlin's job is still in question. Personally, I feel like his job has been in question for like the last 3 years. But let's just be honest, Tomlin's not going anywhere. Like, he's not going anywhere. I understand Steelers Nation, they're not giving you the Super Bowls, the championships, the dominance that you all are fiending for. But let's be honest, that guy has y'all in the playoffs literally every year. Like, y'all are a contender every year, especially under Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is not going anywhere. But good news for y'all, though. Y'all did sign a quarterback after the loss, so we'll see what that means. But to the guys that beat them Baltimore Ravens, man, I can't wait for that game next week. The game next week against the Buffalo Bills, that's must-watch TV. And speaking of the Bills, they completely steamrolled the Denver Broncos with a score of 7-31. Now, this is no surprise, right? The Bills were obviously the better team from top to bottom. You know, the Broncos kept it close up until halftime. You know, they did the best they could. But, hey, look, shout out to Bo Nix. I almost called him Broke Nix because that's just something that I always said, even back when he was in Oregon. But shout out to Bo Nix. Listen, I'm man enough to admit it. Listen, I was wrong about him. Going back to Oregon, right? I didn't like him. I didn't think he was the guy, but he's proven me wrong. He's had a great season with a very lackluster receiving group. I look forward to seeing what he can do next year. Like he's a must-watch player. And now like there's basically a report that he was playing the season with like a broken back or like a broken disc in his back. And it's like, wow. Like like I said, I never believed in Bo Nix. I don't know if it was because college football was just hyping him up so much because he played at Oregon or what, but I was just like, he can't lead a team. He can't be a guy. He can't be the guy. But he's done it. And Broncos, y'all basically need to clean house at their wide receiver position because, like, gee whiz. Like, he was making some great. It was a lot of drops in that playoff game. It was a lot of drops from our receivers. Oh, that was so bad. Next game, who played after that? We had the Eagles and the Packers. The Eagles beat the Packers. The score was 10-22. The Packers couldn't really get anything going in the passing game. Josh Jacobs had to carry more than what he should have. He was the offense. And even though Philly won that game, they looked completely beat up. They looked out of sync. Like they looked bad. And even during the game, it was still a ton of injuries. Like outside of Saquon, like this game was literally a game of both running backs. You know, Saquon did what Saquon does, what we've seen him do all season. Josh Jacobs, you know, steamrolled. He was the guy, the only guy for the Packers because it was almost like as soon as what's his name, Love, as soon as Jordan Love went to go, as soon as he dropped back, it was an interception. Like they did not trust him at all. Like he had as many passing yards. He had almost as many passing yards as they did rushing yards in the game. Like as a team, like that Packers, they just could not move at all. And personally, I thought Philly was going to kill them, but they had their same, you know, ailments as well. Like they didn't look dominant at all. The highlight of the weekend. Hold on, let's get a round of applause for that. The highlight of the weekend was the Commanders. The who? The Commanders upsetting the Buccaneers with the doink of a century. Oh, man. Listen, obviously, if you can't tell, I'm a Commanders fan. But that was a stressful game. That was a stressful game. I don't know how they are doing it. Well, I know how I've been watching the games. But listen, the Commanders are still finding ways to win with the sloppiest football game plan play calling ever. I sit there and I watch these games and I'm just like, hey, listen, I think we in field goal range. You know what? Maybe we should punt the ball. Man, look, Dan Quinn saying, nah, fourth down, go for it. Man, Dan Quinn going for every fourth down. Like, what's a punter? We don't have those. We got Jaden Daniels. Man, Dan Quinn going for fourth downs like he playing Madden. Like, I ain't never seen somebody go for so many fourth downs except for in the doggone video game. Oh, man. But look, I will never complain as long as we are winning, right? I ain't gonna say nothing. We still winning. Okay, come on, let's go. Let's keep it going. But listen, we seriously got to rethink some of those designed QB runs. Like, they really sending Jay Daniels out there to do it all. And it's just like even one play, it was like, what, a 4th and 2 or a 4th and 3? And they were just like, hey, Jaden, go get it. Not the one that he dove for. I'm talking about the one where they didn't have any gain and they were literally like at the 20-yard line. Like, that could have been a field goal. Like, I have a belief, right? Take the points. Just take the points. Take the points while you can get the points, right? I feel like if we took some of those field goals when we were in field goal range instead of going for it, we would have won by more points. Like, I would have kicked the field goal. Even though they did kick the field goal to win, it's like 3 fourth down tries they went for it. And I'm just like, bro, send the kick out there, please. Please send the kick out there. But yes, the Commanders with another win. And last but not least, we have the Rams. The Rams completely dismantling the Vikings with a score of 9-27. This game was hard to watch. This game was hard to watch. As a matter of fact, I didn't watch it. I went to sleep. And I just said, I'm going to catch the recording tomorrow. Shouts out to YouTube TV. Even though they don't sponsor this, I shouldn't have said that. But look, shouts out to them. Because I definitely went to sleep. Like, that game was a snooze fest. The Vikings looked like they did not belong out there at all. The game was completely embarrassing. Sam Darnold looked like the Sam Darnold that played for the Jets. And the Vikings O-line was non-existent. That boy was getting killed every time he said hike. Like, there was nothing there. And I really want to see how Sam Darnold's contract talks play out, right? Because he did have a good regular season, a great regular season. Like, the Vikings won a lot of games. Like, them being in first place and getting that first round bye literally came down to the last game of the season, which they lost to the Lions. But if they had won that game, they would have been the number 1 seed and got the first round bye. Like, they were a good team. Like, literally, the Vikings were a good team this year. Man, that's why it sucks so bad that the Rams just completely destroyed them the way they did. Like, that was insane. But I want to see how Sam Darnold's contract talks play out, because they gotta pay him. Like, he's going to get a nice payday. But the question is, how long? And also, will it still be with the Vikings, because they still have J.J. McCarthy, who was a rookie, even though he was hurt, but still, they still have him on the roster, and he's still, quote unquote, their QB of the future, that franchise quarterback. So I want to know, like, are they going to give like, what's a good contract for Sam Darnold? About what, 3 years? 3 years, $70 million with like $50 million guaranteed. I think that'll be a solid contract for Sam Darnold. But is Minnesota willing to pay him that type of money because he's just another quarterback that came in, won in the regular season, and didn't get it done in the playoffs, which has been like the story of all of their quarterbacks for over the last, well, I can't say all of, because it's really just been two, Case Keenum and Kirk Cousins. But still, over the past, I want to say 6 years, that's just been the case for the Vikings. But yeah, we're gonna see this weekend what happens. You know, the Commanders go ahead, play the Lions. And look, shouts out to the Lions and shouts out to the Commanders. Listen, as a Commanders fan, listen, a lot of us just happy we here. Hey, look, the Commanders have been so bad. We just happy we here and we got our first playoff win. Like, for real, if you see any Commanders fans like talking like a lot of trash or a lot of junk, I don't know if listen, I don't believe you're a real fan. If they're not like a younger person, like in like high school or something like that, elementary school even, like if they're a grown adult, they not a real fan. They probably just came across on the bandwagon. Because listen, Washington ain't had a lot to cheer about in a while. We have a lot to be happy about in a while. So for us to sit here and make the playoffs, not only did we make the playoffs, but we finally freaking won. First playoff win since 2000, man. Since what, 2003? Mark Brunell was the freaking quarterback. Like, come on. Oh. But yeah, they got a very tough matchup against the Lions. The Lions with, in my opinion, the most dominant offense in NFL, especially if you play fantasy football, because it's just like you can plug and play almost anybody, except for, at times, Sam Laporta. But that's just because they got so many freaking options on offense. Like, they passing the ball to that freaking offensive lineman for touchdowns. Like, come on. Oh, it's a tough game. I don't even want to think about it. I'm just going to be happy. Keep the spirits up. You know the Commanders won. Onward to play the Lions next. But yeah, those are the main two games I'm looking forward to this upcoming weekend. The Commanders, Lions, and Ravens, Baltimore. I don't really care for that Chiefs game. I'm going to watch it because, you know, it's the Chiefs. We're going to watch the Chiefs. It's Chiefs football. Yeah. We're going to watch it. But yeah. Did I keep this under? Oh, we went over 30 minutes. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, and want to just chime in on anything that I had to say or speak on, you can comment down below or you can hit my line at 804-215-6212. Once again, that's 804-215-6212. Hopefully, you all enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment or review if you're listening to this on Apple, Spotify. More than likely, you're going to see this or listen to this on YouTube first. Because I'm lazy. As you all know, I don't like to edit. I don't like to do all of that by myself. Anyway, let me stop stalling. Thanks for listening. And as always, we appreciate you for being a part of this journey. Where's my outro music?
Y'all know what it is. Aye. No comparison. Yeah. Let's say whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, part the intrusion. I might have to take the red pill, cut through illusions. Cause all I see is folks filled with plenty confusion. It seems you couldn't find your muse, so you're sitting substance abuse ridden with pen pharmacists use ideally. Unless you're Van Gogh and both is, I really hope you hear me. I'm filled with serendipity, no amenities, I just tend to be non-tenderly. Meanwhile you stuck on Tinder, trying to get a shorty who's also a pretender. Return to sender, I mean the dollar signs, the reason why people motivated to be elevated. I don't even try to understand when y'all oversit on your own plans. No kumbaya or time to hold hands. A lot of niggas settle for less, the world don't owe no favors. A lot of folks can settle their debts but flex on grants so major. It's common sense but sense ain't common when you make some paper. Rappers eat money like now-a-laters but won't fix they taper. You more worry about Karma Sutra than about karma vapor. Yeah, I mean, okay, you get what I'm saying. My game slept on so long, y'all forgot I was playing. I work so hard like Mexicans mixed with Jamaican. I see it all, Renegade, almighty with the push. Style been is harder than the way I make it look. They say it don't matter about the time that it took, as long as when it's showtime you leave it shook. Yo, tell them what's good, let them know I won't stop. I'm just getting what I should. Underdogs on top, my level getting high. This ain't nothing new. Just getting to it, what I'm supposed to do. I see they try to count me out without some reasonable doubt. Now they see you, boy, my level getting high. What's the point of being comfortable? Your dinner lunchable. Used to have top ramen diet, now it's fruit and salad bowl. Where it's never simmer in my light, never dimmer though. See some dark things on Figaro, which I figured though. My brother told me practice what you preach on my Abba-ish. Self-centered Dalai Lama, no time for the drama-ish. Late night soap opera, so much wisdom soaked up, no need for the scholarship. Yeah, I mean.